What makes me a good match player, I would say, is my consistency. On the golf course, I'm always in with a chance. I never back down, and my game is of that stature that you cannot take me for granted at any stage, because I can fight back and I can get back into a winning situation. What do I enjoy about match play? I would definitely say is that challenging the person on every hole, because it's not about just playing a normal round of golf. You need to think your way around it. Where's your opponent stroking? It's like, can I take him on those holes? When is he not stroking? Can I take him on those holes? So it's always a thinking game, and that's what I like about it. If I go back to the round of 32s, I played Lucky Jansen. It was at Woodhill, if I'm correct. I was trailing the hole, I would say the front nine, against him. He was up, and I clawed my way back towards the back end of the second nine, and I took it 2-1. My second opponent was Simon Meyer. It was the round of 16, and that was at Huddle Park.
Donnie, you ready?
Yeah, gonna go and have fun. Hopefully it's like I can pip Simon today, so that's the main thing. But I think he's also thinking the same to me.
Simon, you played with Donnie before?
No, but the pressure's on him though. The nice thing is that lower handicap goes down to scratch. So I think I got a couple of shots in the bag today. So I just got to try to keep it as far out of the trees as possible.
Okay, so besides hitting the fairways and putting, what else is the plan?
Not to be branch managers.
Yeah, and I see Danie's already brought back up with Frickies in the 4-ball as well. So it's 2-1 today. I mean, see what happens.
Afterwards, I really felt sorry for Simon, because he actually got me on a day where everything that I did just turned to gold. It was my low round of the season. I shot 69. I actually won the event as well, and I won the game 3 and 2 at the end of the day. But what made the round so special for me was that it didn't feel like we were playing a match play game. From my side, it was just, we were talking quite a lot, me and Simon, so there wasn't any type of feeling that it was a competitive game. It was just a casual round. My quarter-final event was against Carl Jarks. That was at Irene.
Who was the winner?
Thanks Carl.
Wie het gewen?
It's like I did it 4 and 3.
4 and 3.
But I think Carl also gave it to me. It's like especially on the hole number 2 and a few other holes. But it was a lucky game.
It's always great to play against him. He deserves the win. Definitely. Well done, man.
Donnie, who have you got next?
I think it's the winner between Fats and Gray. So that's going to be an interesting match. Finally, it was the semi-final against Fats. That was such a big game. If everybody could have been there, I think it would have been such an awesome experience to see the golf that was played. For me, I was down most of the game. Considering it's like I was 1 under par after 9 holes and I was 2 down. It just showed you the type of golf that was played on the day. So Fats really started off the blocks quite well. But where the turning point for me was basically on the back 9. It's like I brought it back level, went up a little bit, and then Fats brought it back to level par again. And then the big change came where Fats just made a little bit of a mental error, and that gave me the opportunity, and I came and took the game 2-1. But that was really such a tough game, because I know Fats was in a high point, and it took everything from my side just to try and stay composed and basically stay in the game, because he was three up after 8 holes. How do I practice for a match play event? I'll be honest, like from my side, it's like I normally tend to look at the course beforehand. What's the strokes, it's like, and then I try and see also where I'm giving my opponent strokes, because that's the main thing. That's the holes where it's like I know I need to stay focused, so I try and do my homework before the time. Physical practice, I just try and warm up before the round, just making sure I feel good, my swing tempo feels good, just that I actually get out and I just make a nice consistent swings throughout. But the big thing is just to look where I give my opponent his strokes to gain shots on me, just to make sure I nullify that. My opponent's strengths, Chris too, he's a really hard hitter. He hits the ball further than what I do. His length is big key, and if it's on song, that's how he can win it. What will it mean to me to be a match play champion for 2019? Well, it would mean I'm the best golfer, in the match play section. I'm looking forward to the final. It would be really awesome if I win, just to have that title for this year, considering I've had such an awesome year so far in Duckhook. It's so far my best year, so that would be the second last, I would say, notch on the belt that I would have, considering I still want to win a major. So definitely being singles champion would be awesome.